Start living your life like you're never gonna fall in love. And I know that might sound kind of dark or counterproductive, but please hear me out, especially if you are a single person. If you're living your life constantly searching for something, constantly being in pursuit of something that isn't necessarily guaranteed for you, you are going to be miserable. And the more effort that you put into searching for this thing, the more energy that you put into trying to force an outcome, you're just gonna end up causing your own suffering. And the reason that I say this is because I am currently a 30-year-old single woman, and I would say I spent the latter half of my 20s so preoccupied about finding a partner and wanting to be in a relationship and getting married to the point where I really feel like I just wasted my entire second half of my 20s. And once I adopted this mentality of living my life as though love may never come, I feel like I have finally gotten my happiness back. I guess you could turn this around and also maybe make it a little more positive and live your life as though the love of your life is already in your life. But I already tried being delusional and it actually made me psychotic, so I'm gonna choose to be realistic about this. But I'm just at a point where I refuse to spend my 30s in the same place that I was in my late 20s. I really did spend so much of my time feeling sorry for myself that everyone else had found a person and I hadn't yet, and things seemingly were working out for everyone else except for me. But guess what? That was only making me feel worse. I was missing out on precious moments with family and friends. I was hardly ever present in the present moment. And now I look back and I'm just like, girl, really? All of this for a potential man? It's just not worth it. And once I adopted this mentality, I would say several months ago at this point, to just live my life and enjoy it whether or not there is someone else there, everything changed. Because first, when I actually objectively take a look at the people and relationships around me, I notice two things. One, a lot of them are in fact settling because they are getting older and they feel like they're running against time, which I guess if you're a woman, you kind of are, but so many things can happen at this point in your life to have kids, so I don't worry about that. And two, a lot of these people in relationships aren't even happy, nor are they even living lives that I desire to have. So why am I sitting here feeling sorry for myself when the people that I'm comparing myself to aren't even people living the life that I eventually want to have? Because a lot of these relationships are surface level and just not great. And I just came to the realization, okay, well, I have two choices here. One, I can continue to suffer during the youngest years that I'm never going to get back, or I can make the most of my life because at this point, I've made it this far. If someone is going to be in my life, it's only going to be someone that can offer me something that I can already do for myself, and someone that is not going to make me feel anxious or stressed or bring more trauma into my life. And that's not to say that I don't sometimes get upset that I haven't been able to experience a relationship or love like other people have or do, but it's allowed me to take so much pressure off of myself of comparing where I am at to other people, understanding that you genuinely are on your own timeline. And I know that that's such a cliche thing to say, but it's so true. And most importantly, it's allowing me to just enjoy this time that I have. It's allowing me to find joy in the little things again, be fully present with the people that I love the most, and making that choice every single day, whether or not there's a man in my life.
This girl at work said something to me the other day, and I can't get it out of my head. Heard a baby around her. I was like, oh God, that's free birth control for me. And she's like, oh, that makes me think of my little baby. And I was like, yeah, I'm too selfish. I don't want kids. I have a dog. That's enough for me. A couple of days later, she's like, so you don't want kids, but you have a dog. Do you have a boyfriend or anything? And I was like, no, I've never had a boyfriend. She was like, how old are you? And I said, 27. She's like, and you've never had a boyfriend? And I never really cared. But there's something about her saying that really hit me this time, because I've never been on even 2 dates with the same person. Even guys I've talked to or hooked up with, they'll slowly stop talking to me, and then I find out they have a girlfriend, or they get into a new relationship a week later. And when I was younger and I didn't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I'd be like, it's because I'm fat. I used to weigh 320 pounds. I lost 160 pounds. It's not like I'm being hit up every day, every week, even every month with people in my DMs or like message me on Snapchat trying to get with me, it's like no one hits me up. It's not even like I'm being selective with who I'm picking and like turning people away. It's just like people aren't coming up to me, and I don't understand. Not like I have an issue with people like wanting to hook up with me, but if it tries to go a step further, they're like, absolutely not, no. I don't want to just like hook up with random people that I don't know, so I'll tell people that I don't want to hook up with them until I know them, and then they're like, well, you're a prude. I'm like, I literally can't win. Why it's like hitting me so hard this time is the fact that she had the audacity to ask by choice, and I just sit there and I'm like, no, it's not by choice. When I was younger, I was like, oh, it's because I'm fat. Oh, it's because I'm fat. Once I lose weight, I'll have no problem. And now that I'm like not fat, I'm just like, what is it? What is the reason? So now I'm gonna finish my energy drink and hit the gym until I can't feel my emotions anymore. Maybe that's the reason.
People are like, why are you single? And I'm like, well, that's an interesting question you ask. Probably because anyone I like doesn't like me back. And anyone who likes me, you see, I don't like them back. And that's both sides of it. Thanks for asking.
I am 41 years old, single, without kids, living in a van outside my mom's house. But I'm on the next chapter of my life. I'm currently building a tiny home next door, like literally next door to my mom. This is my tiny home I'm building, and it's literally next door to my mom's house. This is my mom. Mom, you happy that I'm moving next door?
Yeah. Why do we not appreciate being single? It is the only time in your life where you can genuinely be selfish. You can be as selfish as you want. It's all about you. You don't have to text someone, hey baby, I'm going here. I'll be back at this time. No, bitch. I'm staying out as long as I fucking want to. You can go home and watch your own show that you want. You don't have to sit there, what do you want to watch? What do you want to watch? I don't care what you want to watch, actually. I could never care less. I want to watch what I want to watch. If you don't like it, fuck off. Sorry. I can do whatever I want. I can go travel and not have to worry about, oh, who's going to be there? What are you going to do? What are you gonna... It's just like genuinely all about you. And then, okay, maybe you're happy. Maybe you have a boyfriend. Maybe you have a husband. Then you have kids. Oh my God. Mommy, I need this. Mommy, I want that. Like, shut up. I'm trying to watch Love Island. Like, why do I have to get up to provide for you? Like, as a mom, you have the entire rest of your life to do things for other kids. Oh my God. You guys can't even fathom that. I can't even fathom that. For the rest of your life, you have to clock in. Fuck that. That sounds like hell. I mean, obviously you like the kids, but like literally being single, well, I guess you might be single with kids, but I just mean like when you're young and single, like love it. Appreciate it. Stop trying to find a boyfriend. I also need more single people in my life because why does everyone have a goddamn boyfriend? You have the rest of your life to be taken. Appreciate the time that you're single.
This is for the single girls who are spending their Sunday alone. It's your Sunday solo girling itinerary. If you've not seen me before, I'm Becky, I'm 41, and I'm the founder of Solo Girling. So as it's a Sunday and we are having a chilled one today, we're not going to set an alarm. We are just going to wake up when our body naturally wakes up. And then you know what we're going to do? We are going to head downstairs when we wake and get ourselves a nice coffee or a tea and bring it back up to bed for a bit. And we're going to chill in bed and watch something really girly and really wholesome. I'm talking Virgin River, Ginny and Georgina, Sweet Magnolia, or my absolute favourite, the Gilmore Girls. And you know what? We're going to stay in our PJs in bed and do that for a good couple of hours. And then once we've finished doing that, we are going to run ourselves a nice, luxurious bubble bath. So put in that really nice bath oil or those nice bubbles, light some candles and pop on a really nice chilled playlist. One that I can highly recommend is on Spotify and it's the Relaxing Bath Music 2025. It is perfect for a Sunday girly bath. And you know what? Maybe even take your book in with you and do a bit of reading. Then after we feel nice and relaxed after being in the bath, we are going to take ourselves off on a coffee solo date. Pick your favourite coffee shop or maybe even one you've never been to before but you really want to try. Get yourself wearing something nice that you feel good in and take yourself off and order a nice coffee. Again, take your book with you if that makes you feel more comfortable, like going in on your own, or obviously your phone and you can scroll on that. Coffees I'm really into at the moment. Anything with caramel or pistachio in. After your coffee, you're going to stop at a shop and pick up some nice sweet treats because we are going to have ourselves a movie afternoon. And you know what movie I'm going to suggest that we watch? As the new Bridget Jones movie is out this week, why don't we go back and watch the old ones? I love the Bridget Jones movies, and this is the perfect time to go back and rewatch them. After we've seen the Bridget Jones movies, we're going to cook ourselves a healthy dinner. I'm talking something like salmon with roasted veg, or chicken, or a tuna steak, but make sure you have lots of veg with it. No alcohol, as it's a Sunday and we want to be fresh for the week ahead. After dinner, we're going to get ourselves organised. So plan out your clothes for the next day, get out your diary and pop in anything that you need to remember this week. Then it's herbal tea time. We're going to take that up to bed and read our book in bed for a little bit. If you are somebody that struggles with going to sleep, I would pop on some affirmations. These have really helped me whenever I've struggled to sleep. One on Spotify is affirmations while you sleep. Let me know how you get on with it. Hope you enjoy that Sunday itinerary. If you're not yet a member of my Solo Girling community, what are you doing? You need to come and join us. Talking a WhatsApp group every single day, and there's some incredible solo women in there. So just go to the link in my bio.
If you're a single woman today, I just want to give you something to be thankful for. What's not going to happen today that probably did happen to you at one point in the past is you're going to go home and you're not going to be hurt by a man. You're not going to be verbally abused by a man. You're not going to be belittled by a man, ignored by a man. Fill in the blank with whatever you used to experience that you're not going to experience today. No, today you are single. Today you are going to go home and you are going to be safe. You are going to be at peace. There's going to be a quiet stillness in your heart, no anxiety, no walking on eggshells. Home now is the place where you rest. So count your blessings and give thanks, because this is the life you dreamed of and longed for so long. You just didn't know what it looked like, and you didn't know how great it was going to feel. You just knew you wanted to be free and you wanted to be safe.
I never ended up with a good guy until I figured out how to truly love being single and doing things alone. I don't think we give enough credit to single women who love being single, because there's still the whole childless cat lady trope out there. Like, you can enjoy life alone. You don't need somebody to bear witness to your joy to make it exist.
Let's talk about how to enjoy being single. I went from being in a relationship for 6.5 years to being single for the past 1.5 years, and I feel like I've literally mastered the single life. If you don't believe me, just check out my Instagram. In my opinion, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the simple life, but since I've become single, I've definitely said yes to a lot of crazy things, and I've just been living up the single life. So I'm gonna teach you and guide you guys through how to live the single life as you should. Number 1, remind yourself that it's just you now and there's no inconveniences to deal with. As great as having a boyfriend can be, it can also be really draining, especially when you want to do like random fun things, because there's always another person to worry about. So now you're living in a time where you're able to say yes to anything that you want to do, make decisions solely for yourself. Number 2, say yes to fun opportunities. When you're single, so many more cool opportunities get offered to you, so don't be afraid to say yes and just do it. The girls that live in big cities like LA, Miami, New York understand that being a girl has a lot of perks, and you might as well take advantage of those fun opportunities. Traveling is a major factor for this, because you don't have to worry about a significant other when you're planning a girl's trip. You can just go on the girl's trip. Number 3, make flirting a fun hobby of yours. Flirting can actually be so fun and a great way to just like get to know different individuals, whether it's on a night out or at a coffee shop. Just flirt, why not? Number 4, explore your sexuality. I think we forget how fast that your 20s really goes by, and just because you're single now doesn't mean that in a year you won't be engaged or something. So this is your time to explore your sexuality, see what you like, see what you don't like, and all in all, hook up with people. Obviously do whatever you're comfortable with. Number 5, make an effort to find a really amazing friend group. Your life is going to be so much different based on the people you surround yourself and the friends you choose to have in your life. For reference, if you hang out with friends that love to travel, you're gonna go on a lot of trips and travel. If you hang out with friends that want to work out, you're gonna live a very health and wellness lifestyle. You guys kind of get the point that your friends kind of set the tone for the lifestyle you're gonna have, and that's extra important when you're single, because those are the people you're gonna be surrounding yourself with all the time. Number 6, don't be afraid to go on dates. Dating is not as scary as you think, and it's actually super fun to just go out to dinner with people, learn about them, and potentially see if you guys would be a good match. I'm literally going on a date right now. I don't even know the guy, but we'll see how it goes. Why not? Number 7, take advantage of pretty privilege. People do not understand how much pretty privilege is a thing and how much you can take advantage of it. If you're a relatively attractive girl living in any of like the major cities, you can
get free dinners, go to nightclubs and get in free, go on free trips, do all sorts of things. At the very bare minimum, please do not be buying your own drinks when you're out. And number 8, remember that there's no anxiety, no fights, and no fucking bullshit. All that you have to worry about now is you, and you can do literally whatever the fuck you want. Being single is honestly so underrated. If you don't take advantage of being single now, you're gonna really miss out on some amazing times you could have and be regretting the missed out opportunities when you're all booed up.
If you can't tell by now, I have a very quiet life. I can count the number of friends I have on a singular hand. I spend most of my weekends in my room alone. I eat a lot alone. When I go get food, I also sit in my car and eat alone. And I'm fine with being alone. I really am. And also, I've been alone for so long, it gets really lonely sometimes. I have always been alone. I've had some close friends on and off, but I really struggle to keep friends. And I do have friends now, but a lot of them I don't really see anymore. So we keep in touch, but I do miss, having people. I think humans are social, and I'm really social, despite my social anxiety. And I just miss having a community, When I go to school, I just sit in the corner with my AirPods in. I don't talk to anyone besides my one school friend, you know who you are. But I see her maybe an hour a day, and the rest of my day I spend alone. Yeah. And on the weekends, I'm alone for most of it. Sometimes I'll hang out with my school friend, but yeah, it's pretty lonely being me sometimes. And I don't need your pity. I know this is temporary, and I know I'm gonna go to university soon, and hopefully I will have more opportunities to make friends and be around people. But I just say all this to make sure you know you're not alone in feeling lonely. I mean, I'm a teenager, I don't go to parties or any of that stuff, so if you are in the same boat as me, I'm so sorry, and you don't want to be in that boat. Some people really do want to be alone a lot of the time, but I don't know, I think everyone needs some level of interaction, and I'm just not getting it. Yeah, that's all. So I'm gonna go eat dinner alone again. Alright.
One thing about long-term, chronic singleness that I have a really hard time explaining to people is this concept of not being anyone's person. And I think often when single people, I've had this conversation with other single people, of course, but when we try to explain this concept to married people, to our friends who are in long-term relationships, to our families, they seem to think that it's coming from some sort of self-pitying, woe is me place. And I just want you to hear me saying this for what it is, which is the truth. I am no one's person. I do not have a person. I am no one's first choice. I am no one's first call. I am not the person that someone texts first thing in the morning or last thing before they go to bed. I am no one's, hey, I got home safe. Hey, I'm on my way. There is no one on this planet that exists that is that for me, or that I am that for them. I am loved. I am extremely loved. I have friends who love me. I have parents who love me. I have the Lord of this universe that loves me. But I do not have a person or a partner who is my person. And I think people hear this and they think it's coming from some sort of self-pitying, oh, I'm so sad place. But it is objective truth that I am no one's person and I do not have a person. And does that suck sometimes? Absolutely. Are there a lot of days that I really wish I had a person where I go on these really fun solo adventures. I love doing them. They're so fun. Are there days that I wish I had someone to share it with? Absolutely. I try really hard to romanticize my life and to not let being alone stop me from doing the things I want to do. I travel, I go to restaurants, I go on adventures, I go hiking, I go camping, I go to the beach. I go out in this world because you have to, because otherwise, like, you're just wasting your life. And I don't know how long I will be single, and I don't want to eventually, if I do get to meet my person, I don't want to meet them and realize that I had all this time that I just wasted and I wasn't really living life and I wasn't growing and becoming the person that I wanted to be before I met them. So I try to wake up every day and I just try to get out there and make the best of this existence that I have. But do I wish a lot of the time that it looked different than it does? Do I wish I had romantic love? Do I wish I had a person? Yeah, most of us do. And I don't know how to end this beyond saying that I'm just doing my best. And I love you. And that's it. Okay, bye.
I'm going to tell you this like I tell all my girlfriends. When men are single, it is very much fuck it, we ball. But when women are single, we would rather die than admit that we're single. We are so embarrassed because to us, single is synonymous with lonely, which is not true. So welcome to the Single series, where I remind you to stop crying about the best years of your life. Being single doesn't mean you're alone or you're lonely. Being single means you're free as fuck. Like there's no other way to put it. No ties, no tears, no one to answer to. I just feel like when you're single, you should be out in the world collecting people and experiences, right? Like being single is freedom in its final form. You have no obligations. You have no emotional entanglements. You have the full range and capacity to completely focus on yourself and to put yourself in a position to attract everything that you want. And a lot of people don't realize this, but the freedom that you have right now is the same freedom that you'll later credit for giving you the space to build the career and the friendships and even the self-confidence that is going to make you unstoppable. I don't know, I just feel like one day you're gonna look back at this chapter and realize that it was the foundation for everything good that came after. I say it all the time, but being single is not about finding the one, it's about finding the you that doesn't need one. So stop crying about the best years of your life. Anyway, welcome to the Single series.
I've been single my whole life, and I'm slowly coming to terms with the fact that I might just be single for forever. And that is something I truly am okay with, I think. I have never received male attention. I never get approached or hit on. I quite literally think I scare men away. And when men do approach me, they're literal freaks or weirdos, but I digress. Naturally, this is something I was really insecure about for a while because all of my friends seem to be in relationships, and they seem to have no issues pulling boyfriends left and right. And for me, it felt like no guy ever even wanted to look in my direction. Now, the last time I talked about this, it was brought to my attention that if you never received male attention growing up, it can usually result in hyper-independence in women, which is me to a T, and because of that, I do everything alone. I fly myself across the country, I take myself out on cute dinner dates. I love my solitude, and I love the life that I provide for myself. I've had time to think about what I need and want in a partner, so if I start dating a man, he must add to the quality of life that I already provide for myself, and not take away from it. So yes, my standards are incredibly high, and I will not drop them for anything. So I know it'll take me time to find somebody, and I am so okay with that. I will not sacrifice my peace, just for someone's son to be hanging around me and giving me anxiety. But again, don't get me wrong, that partnership and that companionship sounds incredibly nice. And it is something that I genuinely want. And the right guy's out there, it's just a matter of when and how I'm gonna meet him. Will I get back on the apps? I have no clue. All I know is that I'm not really in a rush. Somebody told me that love is boring. It shouldn't make you stressed, it shouldn't make you anxious, and that is something I have lived by and you should too. So don't get your panties in a bunch over a guy. Goodbye.
I have been single literally all my life, okay? And I am 20 years old, but I would not have it any other way because I am looking, that's the thing, like people are like, why are you still single? Like what? I am looking for a specific relationship. A specific relationship how I want it to be. And I am okay with being single if that means I will never get it in my lifetime. I will never settle. And I have come so far. I've been single for 20 fucking years. I have come so far to the point where like if I would settle, it would be a joke. It would be a joke. And the thing is like, people are like, your standards are too high. You have too high standards. But the thing is, I've seen like what I want from a relationship within other people. Like I've seen it. I know it exists because I exist. So there, that's all you fucking need. Okay. But I know it exists because I've also seen it. Like I have a specific thing I'm looking for, and I just refuse to settle. Point blank, period. Does that make me cold-hearted and heartless with men? Maybe, okay? Because I just don't fucking entertain everybody on the block. But the thing is, like, I just don't care. I have curated such a close relationship with me and myself, myself, and I, okay? It's true, though. I have such a close relationship with myself, and I have made my life to be what I've wanted it to be forever, and I give everything that I want to myself, and I have such an amazing family and amazing friends that, like, I'm not gonna settle for a stupid ass. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? But yeah.
Hi, I'm Chelsea. I live alone in Austin, Texas. I'm 26 years old and I feel lonely a lot. My entire 20s, I've had this lingering loneliness sort of feeling where you just feel like down, you feel lonely, confused, depressed, all those upset emotions. And it's hard to really sit and deal with it and understand it. And a lot of it just comes from like ignorance and not being able to predict the future. But no matter the location, this feeling is still put. And I'm here to just say that, like, this is something I experience probably weekly, this loneliness feeling, and so confused with my life. I don't even know what's happening or what I'm thinking half the time. But one thing that does help me are healthy habits or just small productive things throughout the day to keep me going. Activity is key for me. If I stay in one place, nope, no good for me. So I'm just gonna start documenting what it's like to live alone and experience loneliness and healthy practices that I do in my 20s to make my life better and make my mental health better.
These are the 10 rules to live by if you want to be happy single. Number 1 is a happy mind. Your mind can be a heaven or a hell. Your mind is your reality. So make it the best possible place to be. Fill it with kindness, with goodness and positivity. Number 2 is date yourself. Do not be waiting around for a man or even a friend to take you out. You need to do it for yourself. And trust me when I say, if you start to date yourself and treat yourself how you would want someone else to treat you, your confidence is going to go through the roof. Rule number 3 is the power of yes. Promise you now, you will see your world start to change if you start putting yourself out of your comfort zone and saying yes to new things. Of course, it's scary to start with. We all like being in our comfortable little boxes and knowing what's what, but nothing new is going to happen if you don't say yes to new things. Number 4 is no comfort zone. We haven't got time for that around here. You can either stay stuck where you are or you can move. I say really good things start to happen when you put yourself out of your comfort zone. If you feel scared about something, do it scared. Number 5, Miss Independent. You need to make sure you are financially independent. When you're not financially independent, you can base relationship decisions on money, and that is not where we want to be. We want to be able to look after ourselves, be confident in ourselves, and make a decision that we're really happy with. Do not stay with somebody just for money. Rule number 6 is be in love with yourself. This is a journey that takes work and determination, but you can get there. And you want to be so in love with yourself that it shines out of you and everyone else can see it. You know what? If you're radiating that positive energy, you're going to attract that back. Number 7, girl goals. You don't have a goal. You are going to be focusing on the fact that you're single, that you're not where you want to be in life, and that you're not with the person that you potentially want to be with. A goal gives you focus, it gives you determination, and it gives you confidence as well. You need a goal to work towards. Number 8, highest energy. You want to become the best, highest version of yourself, because when you're that person, that's when things are going to happen for you. Number 9 is gratitude to glow. If you are not doing gratitude every single day, why are you not doing it? It is a game changer. It will change your whole mindset to a really positive one. You know what? Gratitude is a magnet for miracles. And number 10 is manifesting magic. If you don't know anything about manifesting, you need to get to know. Manifesting is a superpower and it will change your life.